Hello everyone, welcome to Halo Moon Tarot. This is your weekly singles love reading for Virgo. What does Virgo need to know? Clarity please for Virgo. Yeah, there you are, Virgo. Masculine Virgo energy. Could be Taurus or Capricorn. The ultimate provider. Yeah, someone here is gaining wisdom 3 to 4 weeks. So this is someone going within their emotions. So 3 to 4 weeks timing. Someone's gaining wisdom. There's something this person's learning. It could have to do with self. They're emotional. This is often someone who acts a little, unemotional. But it's an energy of someone being prepared here, looking ahead. Yeah, 3 to 4 weeks. Yeah, it has to do with what someone's searching for, where they're going, but it has to do with leaving something behind, walking away. So some of you, it could be if this person doesn't make a move, because you're gaining wisdom, being wise, going deep within the emotions. It's an energy, it is intuition. It's about how you're feeling about the situation. If you're feeling kind of confused, it's been some time, you may think about walking away. Maybe walking away from this person, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Take it as it resonates. Yeah, it has to do with harmony and balance. Looking at something maybe not fair. It's whether someone's right for someone here. It's balance. This is someone who tries to stay very balanced here. Yeah, someone who likes to plan and prepare. They like to keep their life balanced, especially financially. Yeah, it has to do with justice, whether something's fair. Yeah, and I do see this awareness and insight, this little aha moment. This is possible too, like I say, 3 to 4 weeks, maybe since you heard from this person, maybe giving things some time. But this is that awareness and insight, that little moment of truth and enlightenment. This person may not be right for you, but yet there's something harmonious here at the same time. See, it has to do with what two people are looking for. See, the Eight of Cups is someone walking away, but they're looking at the sun. It's all about gaining clarity and insight about where this is going, because it's about moving towards the sun. It's like where you're going. Where is this going? And it's what somebody wants, what they're looking for. Yeah, see, it is about emotional fulfillment, getting the cup filled. Someone's being a little cautious, playing it safe here. It's whether someone's right for them or not. So I do see there's this timing energy. Little confusion, things unknown. Where someone's gone. If a person's walked away, where are they? Yeah. This is someone going right where... It's a person who's on the path. They're going right where they feel they need to be. That's what it's telling me here. Tell me about this King of Coins. Yeah, you can see a person here. Yeah, there's been definitely blocked by obstacles. I feel there's obstacles, maybe emotional blockages. So someone who's probably putting on the brakes here. Looking at a situation. Could have to do with why someone walked away. It could be somebody gaining some wisdom, knowledge, going deep within their emotions. Maybe someone was keeping secrets, or they were being confusing. There was a lack of clarity, obviously. But it has to do with obstacles and challenges in the way. And often with this, it's emotional blockages. Tell me more about the Chariot. It's possible you're putting on the brakes and you're giving this person some time and going to walk away. Yeah, somebody here is, it's all about baggage. Someone's laying down their burdens, letting go of some baggage. But it has to do with whether someone's responsible or reliable. Yeah. Something's bothering this person. They have something weighing heavily on them. Yeah, it has to do with why someone's walking away, but it's where someone's going at the same time. Is this person right or not? Yeah, so we have the Star. Somebody here lacks faith in themselves, to do with whether the feelings are mutual, but this is about self-worth and self-value. Yeah, the Star is generally about hope, but this is somebody who actually has a lack of faith. I feel in self, their own self-worth and value. Tell me more about the Star. It's someone who needs to release these emotional blockages or release whatever it is they need to let go, baggage, burdens, because it has to do with why someone may have walked away. It's possible this person walked away because they needed to deal with this. Yeah, so we have an energy of learning and truth. Seeing truth in a situation. It's about someone who needs to speak truth, but they've learned something. And often that's one's own inner self. It's mind over matter, strong mind, strong will. Yes, this is something a person can overcome because they have a strong mind and strong will, which is also part of the Chariot, but it has to do with blocked emotions. I mean, it could be somebody who walked away and blocked somebody and felt maybe you weren't the right person or vice versa, but it has to do with seeing truth in a situation. Yeah, see, this is somebody who wasn't happy. There was a lack of emotional fulfillment. This person's emotionally unavailable. Emotional blockages. What's blocking them? Yeah, and now we have someone here. See, there's a lack of growth. And someone starts to lose interest. They feel this situation doesn't serve. The other person doesn't have their best interest at heart. But there's interest. There's interest here, but there's no growth. Because we have a person swords up. They're skeptical. But it's a person now going, aha, seeing truth in a situation. I think it's about being emotionally available. Emotional blocks, putting on the brakes, taking another look. It's an energy of things being fair. But see, it was about fairness and balance. Someone maybe wasn't fair. They may have just blocked someone, walked away, or they cut someone out, or, they're skeptical. Because it's about what this person was expecting. Something didn't turn out the way they expected. But it's what the other person's expecting. They're expecting emotional fulfillment. So they were definitely playing it safe and being cautious. See, keeping it all in. Secrecy, whatever it is. Tell me about the lack of growth. This is often when someone starts to lose interest. And it could be why someone was starting to lose interest and walking away. It could be someone who should have just maybe told someone the truth. But it has to do with learning. They've learned something here. Yeah, it has to do with the person overcoming sorrow. So there was definitely some baggage that needed to be dealt with. There may have been a third party, but someone's overcoming sorrow, seeing truth in the situation. It's all about being aware. Yeah, love this deck. Yeah, see, there's some Taurus energy, someone's morals and values. Maybe you weren't on the same page, but it's about, could be religious beliefs, traditions, the way this person conducted themselves. See, it could be someone who feels the other person's not faithful, or they weren't, and it bothers them. It's baggage they need to let go. It's about someone who lacks faith in themselves. And I see overcoming sorrow. Now, someone may have not been faithful to this person, but it could have been them as well. Tell me about the King of Swords. Yeah, you got this. Look at this as someone here. See, it's overflowing love. See, their emotions are flowing, but they're keeping it all in. Secrecy, hiding it. Somebody hiding all that. The emotional energy, the cup overflowing. So it has to do with a fresh new start and opportunity. This is someone who needs to speak truth. Yeah, putting all the cups on the table, someone who sees the bigger picture. Aha. It could be someone who should have told someone why they walked away. Either they felt they lacked faith in themselves to be faithful and loyal. This is generally a loyal person who speaks truth. So the lack of faith could be because of another situation, overcoming some kind of sorrow, third party, or just a lot of hurt. If this person hurt you, it's probably bothering you, or they've been hurt. That's why the sword's up. They're skeptical. Someone who's been hurt. But it's about them now seeing the bigger picture, putting themselves out there. Yeah, so someone overcoming something here. Yeah, now we have the Queen of Coins. See, it has to do with something. Maybe it's yourself overcoming it. Like I say, it's about the two of you, King and Queen of Pentacles, but then we have this person, so it's very possible one of you has gone through hurt and heartache, or there's been a third party where somebody wasn't loyal. But this is usually the person who's been hurt. There's swords up. But it's often a person who comes across as emotionally unavailable and kind of cold, but yet this is how they actually felt. Their cup runneth over with emotion. Wow. And here we have the Queen of Coins. This is about looking into the future. See, it's about feeling emotionally fulfillment. You're both playing it safe. You're both being cautious. It's about, so you're not on the same page here. But it has to do with whether you share the same values and morals. And I do feel someone's learning this too. See, you're sharing the same morals and values. I mean, it could be the other way around, but I feel like this is somebody who wasn't loyal and faithful. Someone didn't feel somebody was faithful or loyal because they're emotionally unavailable and likely walked away. It wasn't emotionally fulfilling. See, this is about two people here who aren't outwardly the most emotional. King and Queen of Pentacles often don't put themselves out there that way. They often don't like public displays of affection or anything over the top around people. But it's about traditions, beliefs. Whether you share those same values. Something being learned, I feel like you do, yeah. But see, there's about people getting together. See, there's celebrations coming, traditional holidays. So maybe you don't share the same beliefs that way. It is possible that you don't. But I feel this is somebody possibly planning, hosting something, because the consummate hostess came up. Maybe it's yourself planning some kind of dinner, some sort of get-together. But I do think you're going to get some truth, because this is someone I feel who probably should have told someone the truth about how they felt. I do see someone keeping all those feelings inside, and I do feel they lacked faith in themselves or felt that you didn't have their best interest at heart. But it's like the other person feeling that way too. So you have their best interest at heart. They're seeing truth now. So maybe you offered this person a cup, an offer, an invitation. Just put yourself out there. And they kind of got a little overwhelmed, but come across as cold. See, they're skeptical. There's been hurt. But if they hurt you because of this, it's bothering them. They want to, this is someone often needing to get something off their chest. But look at that. The Lovers, a union between two people. Yeah, look at that. See, it's about shared values and morals. And it has to do with time to celebrate. See, there could be too many people involved, too many people's opinions. This could be somebody giving someone advice. It may be not very good advice, too. Often the King of Swords is someone who gives someone advice. People who kind of feel they know everything. It may have been bad advice. So there is this energy of friends and family and loyalty. Loyal friends and family. Yeah. Somebody trusting in something here. Let's have a look at the emotional fulfillment. Why is it here? I feel like you're going to get this cup, but I'm going to tell you, I feel like some of you aren't really noticing or paying attention to what's going on around you. So that's where I feel like you may not even be aware. You may not even be aware what's going on around you. I feel like you're planning, preparing, hosting something. Yeah, something going on. Often the Queen of Pentacles, even the King of Pentacles they're so busy focused on other things. Usually their future, because they're always planning ahead, looking ahead. They don't see what's going on at that time, in that moment, basically. Because there's a little bit of aha here with this. It's about truth. Yeah, someone should have told someone the truth, possibly how they felt, emotionally overwhelmed, or their cup runneth over, or that they were in love. But it's definitely, there's a need to overcome some hurt feelings or sadness. Someone needs to release see, it's a person trapped in their head, patterns, habits. See, there's a need for change. Someone who keeps doing the same thing over and over again. Rinse and repeat. But it has to do with a person who needs to let go of their limitless beliefs. How someone perceives something to be. So we have a person who is cold and judgmental. But they're now seeing the bigger picture because they've let something go. See, it's all of this starts with a lack of faith, but now they're letting all this baggage go. It's about looking ahead, planning ahead. It's about being able to provide. Provide somebody with what they want, which is the cup. So you can see here, I feel it's almost like the tables are turning, but it is someone releasing limitless beliefs, how they perceived something to be. And doing the Eight of Swords, this is someone, two people work a lot, rinse and repeat. Interesting, but I see people talking, communicating. Somebody's telling someone a truth here. Could be someone telling you this too. But it's about releasing. It's a self-imposed trap. Patterns, behaviors, habits. Could be someone who puts on the brakes every time it's time to make a commitment, or to tell someone how they feel when they want something more. They want their cup filled. This is someone who wants that cup filled. They want to know how the other person feels. This is pretty heavy stuff. This time of year, there's a lot of emotional energy for people. Some people glide through it. They're all good. It is what it is. It wasn't meant to be. They just let it go. You got someone with some Aquarius energy here. But it has to do with invisible force, somebody who feels confident. They feel strong. So I see kindness, compassion, forgiveness. See, this is about someone forgiving someone. This person's already, someone here's already let it go. They've released it. Well, I guess it is what it is. Maybe it wasn't meant to be. But I'm seeing kindness, compassion, and forgiveness here. Someone here probably should have told someone the truth. Now, if this is a person in the social circle telling you something about a person, or telling this person about you, see, it has to do with love. It has to do with a union, people coming together, collaborating, people talking. And there's too many people involved. Too many people involved in someone's business here. And it could be where someone is involved with too many people, or has, but every time, they've had a lot of opportunities, but they always put on the brakes. As soon as they start to feel emotional, they put on the brakes because they've been hurt. It's someone who doesn't want whatever happened before to happen again. And if it is somebody who wasn't faithful or loyal, or somebody wasn't to them, they don't want that to happen again either, because it's very painful. But it is someone overcoming. Someone's overcome this. They're looking ahead. Someone planning, preparing, looking ahead. See, it's a person who's not looking at the past. They're looking at the future. But I'm seeing inner strength, kindness, compassion. Someone who's very confident. And there we have that Three of Coins. Yeah. So that Three of Coins is telling me people talking, collaborating, getting together. So it has to do with two people hosting a gathering, getting together. But it's spending time doing things together, and that's what I feel. We got a person going to come in with truth here. Yeah, see long-term stability, and it could be someone who's a little skeptical. I see family legacy, family money. See doing it together, keeping it all in the family. But it's about a bunch of people collaborating to get together and spend some time. Yeah, so somebody who doesn't always make time. See, it's not about loyalty so much. It's more about being reliable. Someone who's there when someone needs them. See, everyone's getting together, doing things together, and this person is, I don't know, it's like what they're doing here, but there is emotional blockages. But it's why somebody walked away. Tell me about the King of Swords, maybe even themselves. Yeah, see things calming down. So this is someone applying lessons learned. See time in between things calming down. There's better times ahead. Like I say, when you walk away, you look at where you're going, not where you've been. It's about moving forward, looking forward. So this is someone who, things calming down, better times ahead. It's about getting acquainted. Two people getting acquainted, or there's acquaintances here. There's going to be some truth here. Someone going to lay all the cards on the table. They see the bigger picture. There wasn't emotionally fulfilling. This is often about see, these are two people who often make each other feel comfortable. They're on the same page. But somebody felt uncomfortable. And it could be why someone walked away. So I don't know what happened, but it's like this has either already happened, but I feel this is the future where it's going, things calming down, acquaintances getting acquainted. And with this, I feel reacquainted. It's someone who just felt the other person didn't have their best interest at heart. And it could be someone walked away because they had your best interest at heart. And some of you, it is because someone isn't faithful. They can't be faithful. They don't have faith in themselves to do the right thing. But it is someone who should have told the truth. So you can take this however it resonates. Tell me about doing it together. Yeah, see people getting together is family, celebration, a home. Maybe you just don't have the same values. This is often someone, see, when it's time to take it to that level, or there's, maybe you invited this person over, invited them to a dinner, and this person doesn't want to go. They don't have the same values. It could be religious beliefs and traditions for that matter. But I got to tell you, I feel like this is someone applying lessons learned, things calming down. Their cup runneth over, a fresh new start, an opportunity. It's about seeing the bigger picture, putting all the cups on the table. It's somebody who's, I feel, lacks the confidence to put themselves out there or put themselves in that position. Yeah, so I wouldn't necessarily say it's somebody who wasn't faithful, but take it as it resonates. There's secrets and things that are unknown, confusion. Tell me more about the star. Yeah, see the straw that broke the camel's back, the final chapter. But this is someone going to rise like the phoenix from the ashes. See, it's where the sun starts to shine, clarity. Why? It could be why someone ended a situation. This could be just two people just not on the same page, whatever may have happened. But I feel like this is about these two people, the King and Queen of Coins, coming together. Yeah, see, it's someone closing out a cycle, closing out a chapter, end of chapter. Now this is about moving forward. There's change coming. Yeah, there's some kind of change. And it could be where some of you decide to move on. You may feel like this is someone who's never going to change. So what you do is you change. You start looking forward, planning and preparing. Yeah, it has to do with the test of faith. See, it's about faith being tested. Loyalty. It's about two people who are loyal. Two people who, you know, make an agreement to be loyal, faithful, to spend time together and do things together. And someone may not have followed through on that. Because this is about this person getting the cup. It's about both people filling each other's cup, filling each other's needs. But I'm seeing forgiveness, and I see a person who's moving forward confidently here. Someone was more confident than the other person. Tell me about the family legacy. Yeah, it has to do with someone stepping up to the plate. So this is a decision that needs to be made. We have some Libra energy here. So it is an energy of someone making a decision. It's either someone steps up to the plate, or the other person is going to lose faith in this person and start looking ahead. And I do feel there's some sort of, there could be a couple here hosting, planning something, inviting people, everyone getting together. But it's about teaming up, working as a team. Because we have a person who they have limitless beliefs, the way they perceive things to be. They're trapped in a pattern, a behavior. But it's someone who can't stop thinking about someone at the same time. So we have a person who needs to step up to the plate. Otherwise, I feel this feminine is going to be, if it hasn't already walked away, it's someone preparing themselves too. Because they want a team player. They want a partner, someone to do stuff with, to create. It's two people who come together and create their own path. Tell me about doing it together. Yeah, see, clarity of thought. Someone needs to gain some clarity. See, it's about options, opportunities. This person knows, the Queen of Pentacles knows there's a beautiful opportunity, but it's someone who needs clarity. You know, they need clarity. They need someone who communicates clearly. This is someone who will be seeking out other options. I see options, invitations, people getting together. But I do see kindness, compassion, and forgiveness here. Someone who's let it go. It is what it is. I guess it wasn't meant to be. I wouldn't be surprised if it's this person, but I'm going to tell you they're rethinking this because it's about getting reacquainted. Yeah, or there are acquaintances here. And that's why I feel we got a lot of people involved here. Yeah. To me, I'm getting this. These are two people who are often private. They stick to themselves. They don't involve themselves in other people's lives or drama. Because it's what two people do together. Yeah, there is an opportunity. I see a new beginning. And it could be very well where someone here should have told you the truth, because I wouldn't be surprised you're putting yourself out there if you are that feminine. But this person right here, this King of Pentacles, it has to do with, it's about laying down their burdens. They need to let go of some baggage. They need to let go of habits, behaviors. With this, there's a need for change, structural changes, lifestyle changes to have this new beginning. This is someone who is looking ahead, planning and preparing for new. It's a person who wants some sort of commitment. They want someone to commit. I think it's just a person who puts on the brakes. They either don't lack faith in themselves, or there's a situation with someone who wasn't faithful and they're carrying around this baggage, or it's a person who feels they don't deserve love. They don't deserve this, right? So there's baggage being gone. Someone needs to step up to the plate, and I see a decision. This is someone about to make a decision. They know what is expected of them. They know. They're wise. They've experienced this before. They know what's expected of them. So they better hurry up, because this is a person losing faith. They're feeling like giving up and losing faith that this is someone who will ever make a commitment. And the decision is about a comforting connection. Two people who are there for each other. See, their partner, they have each other's backs. Long-term stability. This could be absolutely beautiful, but it has to do with someone who needs to make a commitment. To me, it's just a person who doesn't have faith that this is going to go anywhere. So you have this energy of someone avoiding someone, and they've been maybe avoiding this for a while, you know, and avoiding how they feel, that emotional energy. The cup is overflowing here with emotion, yet they're cold. See, it's how this person perceives to be. Internally, I feel like this person's different. This is a person who needs to show someone their true self. So there it is. They got to put all those cards on the table. They got to put it all out there. They got to wear their heart on their sleeve within reason. The Queen of Pentacles, the Queen of Pentacles is not someone who expects somebody to... They just want a commitment. They want to lay a foundation. They want to know that this person's reliable, because it's someone who I feel is they feel like giving up in this. They're trying to keep the faith, though. There's still hope. So there you go. You know, there could be children involved, could be blended family situation, but this is about a comforting connection. Two people who do nice things for each other to show each other how they feel. And that's how these two people often are. But this person does know what's expected. But they're looking at the bigger picture. See, they're preparing for anything. This is often a person who can handle most anything that comes their way. But like I say, something's bothering them, or they're learning that something was bothering you. Maybe they hurt you in some way. But I do feel it's someone who's overcome it. They've released it. Very sensible, practical person. So there you go. There's an opportunity for a new beginning here. But this is someone who's expecting a commitment after a period of time. And this is a person who almost puts on the brakes because they know. Yeah. I think they're going to come in. It may take a little bit of time, but it's your decision in the end whether you want to. Because if they don't step up to the plate, this is where you make a decision. You may have other opportunities coming in, invitations. You may decide to take them through other friends, family, or acquaintances. Yeah. Final chapter. This is a whole new chapter. It's an opportunity. It's a person I feel who wants a do-over. I do think they want another chance. because I'm seeing forgiveness, and it has to do with their own lack of confidence, and I think self-worth too. Take care. We'll see you soon.